Working with fractions, an important skill. Let's enjoy the journey of learning with Anil Kumar. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We have thousands of videos for you. And now we have a special playlist for our middle school students starting from grade 5. Some skills which they should master include fractions. In this particular video, we are going to understand how do we divide fractions with the help of 12 examples. As you can see, wide variety of examples have been taken. We are dividing fractions by fractions. We are dividing whole number by fractions and doing the reverse, dividing fractions by whole numbers and also using mixed numbers. So that should give you what you need. And this is a skill required even by the senior students. So now let's look into this division process. So let's begin with the first two questions, which are relatively simple. However, a couple of things to understand, which will be commonly followed for all division in fractions. 2 over 7 divided by 3 over 5. First step is to write this as a multiplication statement. So we'll rewrite this as 2 over 7, and instead of divide, it becomes multiply. And flip this 3 over 5 as 5 over 3. So in this playlist, you'll find how do we multiply fractions. And now, division is same as multiplication, except for the divisor getting flipped, as I have shown you. Then you multiply using the techniques you have learned. Easiest way is to multiply the numerators and the denominators together. So 2 times 5 will give us 10, and 7 times 3 gives us 21, and we get our result. Now this was simple case since there was no common term which could have been cancelled from numerator and denominator, and therefore this is the lowest term of the answer. So read the question. We need to divide the fractions and write answers in the lowest terms. So how do we simplify fractions is another part which you should know. Perfect. So let's follow this strategy and continue. As in multiplications, we learn two different strategies. Here also, we'll do two different strategies. So, first step, I think you all have understood, which is rewrite the division statement with first fraction as such, right? And multiplication, flip it. So, we write this over 10 over 3. Now, in this particular case, you can clearly see that we have 10 in the numerator and we have 5 in the denominator. So we have a common factor of 5, means 5 times 1 and 5 times 2 can be utilized. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10. So we have simplified first. Now it's a good time to multiply and write down the answer. 4 times 2 is 8, and in the denominator 3 times 1 is 3. We get our answer. So simplify and then multiply the numerators and denominators to get the answer is our strategy. Perfect. So now we'll do this for the next set of questions. 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 6, 1 over 8 divided by 5 over 6. I would like you to pause the video, right, and then do it along with me. So it is 2 over 3. What is the first step? Divide means reciprocal of multiplication. You can write 6 over 1. 6, that means multiplication with 6. Second step is to simplify. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, and we get 2 times 2, 4 as our answer. You should not be writing it as 4 over 1. That's not a good practice. 4, a whole number in this case, is your answer. Correct. The next one here is 1 over 8 divided by 5 over 6. Leave 1 over 8 as such. Replace the division with multiplication of a reciprocal, which is 6 over 5 in this case. 8 and 6 are even numbers, both can be divided by 2. So we get 2 times 4 as 8, 2 times 3 as 6, and our answer, which is 3 over 20. Makes sense. So I hope so far you have understood the basic process of division in case of fractions. Perfect. Well, in case you want to master strategies, you may also email me on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com or explore our playlist. Absolutely free videos for last 15 years for you to master strategies. Great. Here is now the next question. What we have is a whole number 6, which is being divided by 2 over 3. How do we do that? So first step is same. We'll leave 6 as such. Division is changed to multiplication by 3 over 2. Right. And now you can simplify between 6 and 2, both even numbers. We can divide by 2 each. We get 3 for 6. And now we multiply 3 times 3 to get 9 as our answer. Another whole number is this time the answer for the question. Question number 6, we are dividing by a whole number. Now, these two are also very interesting cases. Sometimes students get confused. Right. So here we have 35 over 28, which remains as such. Division is changed to multiplication. 7, actually 7 over 1. Flip it and it becomes 1 over 7. And then now we have a multiplication statement where first simplify, then multiply. 7 goes 5 times in 35, and now we have our solution, which is 5 over 28. Perfect. So that is our solution. Now we have the next set, which is 1 over 32 divided by 7 over 8. How will you do this? Well, simple steps. Write down 1 over 32 as such, multiply with the reciprocal, which is 8 over 7. And now simplify. 8 times 1 and 8 times 4 helps us to simplify. And when we multiply, we get 1 over 4 times 7, which is 28, as our answer. Perfect. Next one is 5 over 9 divided by 15 over 6. Correct. 5 over 9 times 6 over 15. Flip it. And now you see 9 and 6. You can actually simplify dividing by 3. So we get 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 2 as 6. We have even numbers, multiple of 5, 5 and 5 times 1 and 5 times 3. That also helps. With that, we get our result, which is 2 over 9. Correct? So 3 times 3 is 9. We get 2 over 9 as our answer. So I hope till now there are no questions, right? But you need practice. And for that, we have 4 more questions to do. 30 over 27 divided by 5 over 9. First step. 30 over 27, leave it as such. Right. Now the divisor, which is 5 over 9, right, multiplication statement, flip it, 9 over 5. Simplify, correct? 9 times 1 and 9 times 3. You simplify by crossing out the common factors, and 5 is 5 times 1 and 5 times 6 is 30. Now again, you see that 30. 6 can be also further divided by 3 to get 2 us, and therefore we get 2 as the answer. Clear? So you have to do complete simplification to get to the result. If you don't do it, writing the answer and then simplifying is also a good practice, right? So we'll do it in one or two where we'll simplify at the end. Okay. So now, question number 10. 13 over 3, right? 13's timetable is slightly difficult, but a pack of cards, we have 52 cards in which if you deal amongst 4 people, everybody gets 13 cards. Okay, great. Write it as a multiplication statement, we get 6 over 52. So, as I was saying, 52 cards, 13 goes 4 times with 52. Simple as that. Try to remember this. This is kind of important since many times it is difficult to see, especially for our junior middle school students. 3 times 2 is 6, well known, right? Okay, great. And we know 2 times 2 is 4. So that gives us the answer, which is 1 over 2 half. Perfect. Last question for you. Now, in the last question, we have also taken mixed numbers. You should know how to convert the mixed number into improper fraction. Perfect. So, first step 11, it should not be a problem at all. Similar to what we did 15 over 18, right? Division converted to multiplication 12 over 10. Perfect. So, I'll leave this for you to do. Simplify, write down your answer, okay? The next one 1 2 over 3 divided by 10 over 21. Now, how do you write 1 2 over 3? So 1 times 3 is 3 and plus 2 is 5. So it can be written as 5 over 3. Do you see that? Division converted to multiplication. So we get 21 over 10. We will flip it. So these are the last two questions now for you to simplify. I hope you must have got 11. So check your answer. Right. So 15 and 10 reminds you 5 is a common factor. 5 times 3 and 5 times 2 help us to do it. 12 and 18, you could divide by 2, 2, 2, like this you could go, right? But you also know 6, right? 6 times 3 and 6 times 2. Great. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 2 is 6. If you write 6 over 6, we know 6 over 6 is 1. You could actually do it in a couple of steps. So there is no harm in doing it in more than 2 steps. Perfect. So that is also perfect. The answer is 1. The next one here is 21 can go with 3, 3 times 1 and 3 times 7, correct. And 5, 1 and 5 times 2. So we do get our answer, which is 7 times 1 is 7 and 2 times 1 is 2. So 7 over 2 is the answer for the last question. You see, in no time we could do all the 12 questions without any problem, just following two things, and that is division is reciprocal of multiplication. So change the division sign and the fraction after that, flip it, right? Which is called the reciprocal. Once you've done, you have a multiplication statement, and multiplication is first you simplify, then you multiply the numerators together to write in the numerator, and multiply denominators together to write in the denominator. That gives you the answer. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comments, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your valuable time and all the best.